So TikTok has kind of been in legal limbo for the last, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years at this point. Back in Trump's first term, he tried to ban TikTok, and then Joe Biden postponed that ban, and then it kept getting kicked down the road ever since, up until now, where now Trump has announced that private companies in the US have bought a large stake in TikTok, and now are making a separate US-based app. Now, this is something most people assumed would happen, because at the end of the day, they kept kicking this down the road for like literally 5 years. It obviously wasn't going to happen. Like, TikTok obviously wasn't gonna get banned. The second Trump came in his second term and extended the TikTok ban deadline, it obviously wasn't gonna happen. It was just a matter of when they would actually finalize the plans to make it like a quote-unquote American company. Now, this TikTok deal means that Oracle, Silver Lake, and Anderson will all have control over TikTok, or at least the majority control. And as of now, TikTok is currently fine, like nothing bad has happened yet. There's a big chance they can make the app a lot worse, but in general, I don't like that Oracle is one of the companies that owns a majority stake in TikTok, because one of the big reasons why TikTok was supposedly a national security risk is because the Chinese were harvesting American data. Okay, that was a big selling point as to why we had to get rid of TikTok. But Larry Ellison, the CEO of Oracle, loves collecting people's data, okay? Like when Edward Snowden released all the info about the NSA, Larry Ellison was against Edward Snowden, okay? Larry Ellison is one of the last people I wanted to buy this app. It's not a good fit in my opinion. Now, obviously, this is a good fit for the Trump administration because Larry Ellison has already shown his allegiance to Trump by announcing the Stargate AI thing a while ago with all the other cronies. So obviously, Donald Trump is happy about this because his allies now own the app. And I don't know if these companies will do anything fishy with the algorithm. It's a potential, because the weirdest part about this deal is these companies don't get the TikTok algorithm. China still owns the TikTok algorithm. Apparently, they have to make like a separate algorithm for Americans, which is really cringe. Like, we're just Russia and China at this point with a veneer that we're not. Like, it is ridiculous that we're getting a separate algorithm for national security reasons, which really just probably means censorship. Like, let's be real. There's no proof as of now, but I wouldn't be surprised at all. Like, what other reason would they want a separate algorithm so badly if it's not to censor certain narratives or ideas? Because we all know that it wasn't national security, okay? We all know that wasn't the real reason, because if it was, Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk and anyone who owns a social media giant would be in prison if that was the case. Like, let's be real. If any administration was super concerned with companies collecting American data, there'd be so many people in prison right now that are not in prison. And if that's the case, I don't know why they'd want a different algorithm unless it's to censor certain narratives or boost certain narratives. Like, what is the point in putting Americans on a different algorithm than the rest of the world? There's like literally none, except for making the app worse, or maybe you're current friends with the administration and they want you to do some things with your newfound TikTok app. I wonder who's friends with the current administration. But regardless of those theories, this change could kill TikTok. If this algorithm switch is just really bad, it doesn't work appropriately, it could just kill the app. Like, it could just be really buggy or give worse recommendations. It could do a lot of different things. And if it doesn't go well, it could just kill TikTok from people no longer being interested. Like, let's say, for example, they do actually start pushing more right-leaning content on the app given the current administration. If that happens and you're a left-leaning person and you're only getting right-leaning content in your feed, you'll probably just stop using the app because you're no longer interested. Like, any kind of algorithm change meant to boost certain figures has to be done in a way where people can't really tell, or else people just won't use the app anymore. And ignoring all politics with this, they still have to recreate the entire algorithm for the American market. It could still go wrong because China's not giving up the source code of the algorithm, so they have to recreate the algorithm from scratch. I just think it would have been better if we just let TikTok exist in whatever space it's occupying, because honestly, this is kind of ridiculous. I don't think it's guaranteed to kill TikTok. I just think there's a strong chance it might, if they do it incorrectly. Like, if they make the switch to a new algorithm and it's just bad, people will stop using the app. And besides all that, this is just a objectively bad deal. I don't think the price of how much this costed these companies has been released, but regardless, all they did was like buy the app front. Like, they bought TikTok. That's it. They still don't owned the algorithm. So they just bought like the name and the logo and the rights to make like a separate-ish version for America. It's just kind of a joke. Like, this is unironically something, you know, Russia or China would do. You know, really insecure countries with terrible leaders. It's almost like we're very similar at the moment. And if you're someone who cared about like the privacy angle, it's definitely gonna get worse, by the way. All the data you have now will probably get sent directly to Palantir or something, like unironically. All we know for sure is they did not buy this for the sake of American privacy or whatever, because all these companies are huge data hoarders, okay? All of them will steal all of your data, plain and simple. But what do you think? Go into the comments down below, like and subscribe new, click into the chat, check out my content, and have a good one.